Fire heartbreak in Jingshan. AlexEala's epic battle against Sun Lulu ends in devastation, broken heart. Hello, everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The autumn sky is over. Jingshan were painted in hues of gold and crimson as the crowd filed into the open-air stadium. Flags waved, chants echoed, and the hum of anticipation grew louder with every passing second. This was no ordinary match for AlexEala, the pride of the Philippines. This was another chance to solidify her reputation as one of the brightest stars in world tennis. For Sun Lulu, China's homegrown sensation, it was an opportunity to defend her soil and prove that her name deserved to be etched into the global spotlight. The stakes were monumental and the atmosphere was electric. On one side stood Alex, graceful, focused, every move a testament to years of sacrifice and relentless training. On the other side, Lulu, fiery, powerful, and carrying the weight of an entire nation's expectations. The scoreboard was blank. The story was waiting to be written. A clash of styles. From a very first serve, it was clear this wouldn't be a routine match. Eala's precision was like poetry in motion. Her cross-court backhand whispered elegance. Her drop shots teased with artistry. Every point she won seemed to paint the court with strokes of brilliance. But Lulu was thunder and fire. Her forehands cracked like lightning across the clay. Her serves boomed like cannons. Every point she claimed felt like a declaration. This is my house. The crowd leaned into. The intensity tore between admiration for Eala's artistry and devotion to Lulu's power. By mid-set, the scoreboard read 3-3. Neither player blinked. The rallies grew longer, the shots sharper, the tension unbearable. The first set stretched into a battle of wills. At 5-5, Lulu struck with a blistering forehand winner. Down the line, eliciting roars from the Chinese faithful. At 6-5, she earned a set point only for Alex to save it, with a daring lob that kissed the baseline. Finally, at 7-6, the tiebreak arrived. The crowd held its breath. Alex drew first blood with a clean return winner. Lulu responded with an ace that painted the tee. Back and forth it went, neither yielding, both fueled by sheer defiance. But it was Lulu who struck last, an inside-out forehand that left Alex stranded. The set ended 7-6 in Lulu's favor. The stadium erupted, red flags waving like fire against a night. Fighting back. For most players, losing such a tight set might shatter confidence. But Alex wasn't most players. She came into the second set like a storm, her determination burning through every swing. Her footwork sharpened, her angles widened, her energy unbreakable. She broke Lulu's serve early and rode that momentum like a surfer taming a towering wave. 4-1, 5-2, 6-2, 3. The second set was hers. The crowd, though loyal to Lulu, couldn't help but cheer Alex's resilience. She had dragged a match into a decider, and now the stage was set for a third set. Epic, the final set. What unfolded in the final set was not just tennis. It was war. The rally stretched into marathons, each point its own saga. Alex's finesse clashed with Lulu's brute force, and every winner was met with gasps, cheers, or groans, depending on who claimed it. At 4-4, both players looked drained, sweat dripping, bodies heavy, but hearts unyielding. Then came the turning point. Alex served. At 30-30, she unleashed a sharp cross-court backhand, but Lulu sprinted, sliding across the clay with impossible reach She flicked a forehand that clipped the net and dribbled over. The Krilla shot in tennis. Break point. On the next rally, Lulu pounced, blasting a forehand return winner. The crowd leapt to its feet. Lulu had broken 5-4. She would now serve for the match. The heartbreak. The stadium fell into an anxious hush as Lulu towed off, bounced the ball, and stared across at Alex. Alex, standing on the baseline, fought to steady her breath. This was the moment where legends rose or fell. Ace 15-0. Second serve. Unreturned. 30-0. The crowd thundered with every point. Alex clenched her fist, whispering to herself, not yet. The next rally stretched into 20 strokes. Both players hammering, defending, attacking. Finally, Lulu fired a forehand deep into the corner. Alex reached stretched. Lunge. Her racket kissed the ball, but it drifted wide. 40-0. 3 match points. The end was near. On the first match point, Alex saved it with a stunning drop shot. The second with a bold backhand down the line. The third with a gutsy return that forced Lulu into error. Deuce. The crowd screamed in disbelief, but fate can be merciless. On the very next rally, Lulu hit a forehand. That clipped the line. Advantage Lulu. Match point again. The serve came in, heavy to Alex's backhand. She returned. Deep, but Lulu stepped in, coiling her body like a spring, and unleashed a forehand winner that tore through the court. Game, set, match, son. Lulu. Silence. For a moment, time stood still. Lulu collapsed to clay, tears streaming down her face as her team rushed to embrace her. The stadium erupted, the cheers deafening, fireworks beginning to light up the night sky. Across the net, Alex froze, staring at the spot where the final ball had landed. She had given everything, her heart, her soul, her fight, and still it wasn't enough. Slowly, she walked to the net. Lulu stood there, eyes wet, her hand trembling as she reached out. Alex clasped it firmly, forcing a smile. You were incredible, Alex said softly. So, were you? Lulu whispered. The handshake lingered longer than usual, a moment of shared respect carved in heartbreak. The world reacts. Within minutes, the headlines spread like wildfire. Heartbreak in Jingshan. Eala falls in. 3-set thriller. Sun Lulu shocks the world. Defeats Filipina star. Match of the year. Fans call Eala versus Lulu a classic. Clips of final rally trended across social media. Fans praise both players for their grit. Some lamenting Alex's loss. Others celebrating Lulu's rise. One comment read, "Tennis is cruel, but this was beauty in motion." Another, "Eala may have lost a match, but she won our hearts." Reflections in the dark. That night, Alex sat alone in her hotel room. The echoes of the crowd. The image of Lulu's final forehand. The weight of what's all replayed in her mind. She thought of the years behind her, the sacrifices, the long flights, the countless hours of practice. She thought of the people who believed in her, the ones she didn't want to disappoint. Her phone buzzed with messages, family, fans, friends, all reminding her what she had accomplished, not what she had lost. One message from her father read, "Lost don't define you. How you rise after them does." Lulu's triumph. For Sun Lulu, the victory was more than just advancing to the next round. It was proof that her sacrifices, her struggles, her belief in herself had been worth it. She was no longer just a rising star. She was a giant slayer. At the press conference, when asked about her win, she said, Alex is an incredible player. For Alex, this heartbreak was not the end, but a chapter, a scar that would someday become a story of resilience. For Lulu, this was a dawn of something greater, a door opening to a world where her name would echo beyond China. The match ended in devastation, but the story it wrote will be remembered forever. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next,